In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can use a rate to compare different options. Our example involves shopping and how we can identify the best purchase of, for example, Coca-Cola. Now we know we can get Coca-Cola in bottles and in cans and in different amounts of cans. So here I've got three options of how we can buy Coca-Cola. Option A is a 2-litre bottle for $2.39. Option B is a 12-pack of 375 milliliter cans for $5.97. And option C is a carton of 24 of these cans for $14.99. So we're going to write each one of these as a rate so that we can compare them and see which one is the best buy. So in option A, I'm going to write this as $2.39 per 2 litres. And I've written a rate to represent that. In option B, I've paid $5.97 for a 12-pack. And in option C, I've paid $14.99 for a 24-pack. Now, if we want to use these three rates to compare which is the best option to buy Coca-Cola, obviously the cheapest, I want to be able to have my rates in the same units to compare them. I can see they're all in dollars, which is great, but unfortunately my second units are either in a pack of cans or in a liquid amount in litres. So what I need to be able to do is change these rates to ensure that they're in the same unit so I can easily compare them. So I think the best rate that I can use is how many dollars per litre. And I'm going to say for 1 litre. And that's going to be our unit rate. So let's take option A for example. It is $2.39 to give the equivalent of 2 litres. So to get this down to 1 litre is very easy. I'm going to divide by 2. And that's going to be $1.195. So this is approximately $1.20 per litre. And here I have my rate. I've got it in 1 unit for our second value. Now when I think about option B, it's $5.97 for a 12-pack of cans. The problem with that is that it's not in litres or millilitres even. But we do know that every can, so 1 can, is 375 millilitres. So if I've got 12 of those cans, that's going to be 12 lots of 375. That's 4,500 millilitres. So now I'm getting closer to getting my rate as per litre. So to get from 4,500 millilitres to a litre, I'm going to divide by 1,000 because there are 1,000 millilitres in every litre. So putting in my decimal point at the end here, I'm going to divide by 1,000 and drop my decimal point to be 4.5 litres. My price is still $5.97 because I haven't reduced how much Coca-Cola I'm purchasing. I've just changed the way I'm describing its amount. But now I'm going to reduce this down to just 1 litre. And that's by dividing by 4.5. So now I'm going to divide my price. And that gives me 1.326 recurring dollars. So this is approximately $1.33 per litre. And I have my rate. So now I'd like you to pause the video and I want you to work out what is my rate in dollars per litre for option C. We started with $14.99 for 24-pack of cans. So using that idea that 1 can's 375 millilitres, see if you can get that into millilitres for the 24-pack and down to litres. And then we'll check your answer. Okay, so for a 24-pack, 24 times 375 is going to give us 9,000 millilitres. and that we paid $14.99 for. Now, 9,000 millilitres is exactly 9 litres. Now again, we haven't changed the price because we're still buying the 24 pack, but we've just written it in terms of how many litres. So to get this down to 1 litre, I'm going to divide by 9. So $14.99 divided by 9 is $1.665. So as a rate, this is about $1.67 per litre. So now we've got our 3 rates, and we want to say which is the best buy. So in comparing, if I buy the 2 litre bottle, I pay $1.20 for a litre. If I buy the 12 pack of cans, it's $1.33, or the 24 pack $1.67. So I'm definitely going to say option A is my best option at $1.20 per litre. So in comparison, I can save 13 cents up to 47 cents per litre. So here are some really straightforward examples of some more best buys. Here we don't want to use our calculator to try the following. I've got some examples here for you of how we can, another Coke example, to see how we can break down 2 litres of Coke versus 3 litres of Coke by using that rate for 1 litre. In example 2, it's a little bit different. We've got 1.25 litres of Coke compared to 3 litres. So I've decided to break them down into 250 millilitres because there's 4 lots of 250 millilitres in a litre. So sometimes we won't go down to a litre, or we might go to half a litre or to 100 millilitres to try and make it easier to work with. So I'm going to give you another example of something slightly more difficult. We're going to turn to question number 3. It says, let's compare buying 375 grams of cereal for $4, or should we buy 750 grams of cereal for $9? Now, in looking at these two, I need to be able to compare the same amount of grams. And looking at these values, I've got lots of options. Do I get down to just 1 gram? Well, that would be quite easy. Do I go down, but it's going to be very hard without a calculator. Do I get down to just 5 grams? Do I try and get down to 50 grams? Or in fact, 25 grams? So here we've got a few options. I might try and go and find out what 25 grams is worth. Because I know that in every 100 grams, there's 4 lots of 25. Like there's $100, there's 4 lots of $25. So in 100 grams, there's 4 lots of it. In 200 grams, there would be 8. In 300 grams, there would be 12. And in 75 grams, there's 3. So I know that I could divide by 15 because there's 15 groups of 25 grams in 375. Means I've got to get $4 and divide by 15. So that's going to be quite tricky. So what I might do is just set up a little division if I can't use my calculator and see how we go. 15 doesn't go into 4. I'm going to carry that 4. 15 goes into 40 twice, which makes 30, which leaves 10 left over. Now, how many times does 15 go into 100? Well, I'm thinking that will be 6 times, because 6 lots of 15 is going to give me 90, which will leave me 10 left over. 15 goes into 106 times with 10 left over, and I get a bit of a recurring feeling here. So this tells me that it's about $0.26, or about 26 or 27 cents for 25 grams. If we think about getting the next value down to 25 grams, we've just worked out that every 100 grams has 4 lots of 25 grams in it. So if there's 4 of them in 100 grams, in 700 grams there would be 28 of them, because 4 times 7 is 28, and 2 more in 50. So that's going to be dividing by 30. So what we could do here is divide by 10 first and then divide by 3. So we've got $9, which we could divide by 10 first, which would be 90 cents. And then we've got dividing by 3, that would leave us with 30 cents. So now we can make a comparison. Which one is cheaper? 25 grams for about 27 cents or 25 grams for 30 cents? Our first option is the best buy. But perhaps you may have noticed 375 grams is exactly half of 750 grams. So if we doubled our first cereal option, it would have been worth $8. And in comparison to the $9, this is definitely our best buy. So now what I'd like you to do is take this idea of using a rate to be able to compare situations or cereals, or the amount of apples or oranges, the amount of toilet rolls, to complete the rest of your sheet. So I'd like you to go back and complete question 1, 2 from previously, and then complete question 4 and 5. And the questions that ask you to problem solve with rates on your back page. Once you have completed these, please make sure you go to Connect. Under our first lesson for the week will be the solutions, but ensure that you show as much working as you can. Have your calculator there as a support only, and see how many of these you can answer without your calculator to assist.